Holy smokes, what a year for Israel Adesanya. Let's talk to him. Israel, congratulations on a great year. Congratulations on winning the very prestigious Breakout Fighter of the Year award, my man. How are you?
Man, I'm great. I feel awesome. Yeah, I spent the last night, the last day of last year, just kind of reflecting over everything, just sitting down on my couch in my nest and just kind of just going to my own head and looking back. Because sometimes I'm just going forward. I forget to smell the roses. So I kind of, yeah, smelled the roses a little bit last night, and I think you made the right choice. Alex is a close second. Definitely, I'll give it to him because that last fight with Mendez, ooh, that was money. That was money. But again, you know, I'm the one. I got it done.
You are the one.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I think we'll be talking about you later in the program for Fighter of the Year as well. But what a year you had a year ago.
Next year, this year.
Hey, it could be this year as well. We'll find out at the end of the show. But honestly, Izzy, if I would have told you December of 2017, be honest with me, that you would have had this kind of year, that you'd be on the verge of fighting Anderson Silva, that you'd go 4-0 and fight at MSG and headlining Tough Finale, would you have believed me?
Yeah. But there was a few other variables. I always learn how to adapt to it. I'm the style bender. I can move through it. I can move right past it. I can, over it, whatever. So everything that the world is throwing at me, I've been able to adapt to it. But I'm grateful, honestly. Like, gratitude is my attitude right now. Just going into this new year, I'm keeping that same energy, but I keep evolving. And I can't wait till Melbourne, man. Holy shit. Literally, Ariel, you have no idea. I'm better than Anderson Silva, and I'm comfortable saying that now. When the fight got announced, the first 2 weeks, I was kind of like, ooh, I'm fighting Anderson Silva, but now it's normal.
Well, okay, I feel like I have to harp on 2018 because it was so great, but you just said something that really stuck with me, and I have to expand on it. You're better than Anderson Silva. You feel like right now, even with the fight a month and a half away, you are better than arguably the greatest middleweight champion of all time.
100%. Like, you have to be able to just be comfortable with who you are. And have you seen that new Black Mirror movie?
I have not.
The new one, and on Netflix, it's kind of like a Goosebumps book where you get to pick and choose what happens next.
Oh.
And they play into the whole theory of, like, simulation or whatever. And last time I was on your show, I said, sometimes I feel like a vessel, and like fucking player one keeps playing with me. I don't know who or what put me in this position. And people say God, people say a higher power, but literally, the way I'm playing this game right now, I'm playing it with cheat codes. It's not fair. It's not fair. And he's the old Avatar. I'm the new Avatar. And I'm taking over.
Wow. Let me ask you about this past year, the 4 victories. Is there one that stood out? Is there one that means a little more to you than the rest?
I don't know about means a little more. But the most fun I had was Brad Taveras, the headlining and just fighting Brad. You need to have a good dance partner, someone who can play. And Brad came to play. And we had fun in there. So 5 rounds, that was light work. That was nothing to me. And people were like, oh, he's not ready for this. This is 5 rounds. Can he handle it? So for me, it was nice to kind of put everyone on notice and shut everyone up. And I'm going to keep doing it because everyone's going to keep doubting me. And I'm my own biggest critic. I'm my biggest fan. So I stay on. I stay woke.
Okay, so you're obviously very confident. I feel like I've asked you this after every win this year. How do you remain confident but also grounded? Not buying your own hype, not feeling yourself a little too much. You're super popular back home. You're about to fight very close to home in Melbourne. You're about to fight Anderson Silva. That feels like the people's main event for UFC 234. How are you balancing the two? Confidence but also humility.
Experience. And they keep telling you, like, a lot of these athletes, or even like not in MMA, in mainstream sports like basketball, baseball, they try and like project this fake humility, fake humble. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about. The kind of people who try and project like, oh, the PR stunts they pull, all that kind of shit. Like me, this is where I get humbled every fucking day. This is where I get humbled when Stephen Warby punches me in the face. This is where I get humbled when Dan Hooker's on my back for 4 minutes. This is where I get humbled. So I don't need to fake being humble for anyone else. I will show you who the fuck I am, and you will deal with it. You ain't got to like it, but you will respect it, and you will accept it. So I'm not trying to be anyone's hero, anyone's guru, anyone's role model. I'm just doing me. And this is where I get humble every day. Remember that, City Kickboxing. And, yeah, I just balance it through the people I have around me, through my experience I've had in this game. Because you guys said, I blew up this year. Well, I've been blowing up like ISIS. I've been blown up for a long time. You guys just never knew about me, but now I'm blown up on another level. And after this fight, it's going to be bigger than all the other shit I've done combined. So I'm ready for it. I stay woke. I told you. I'm not fake woke either. I stay proper woke. Third eye open.
I appreciate that. And for those that don't know, Israel is in New Zealand right now, so it's actually New Year's already there, New Year's Day. He is celebrating.
We're ahead of the game.
Yes, at the gym. Israel, when's the first time you watched Anderson Silva fight? Do you remember?
I watched him on a DVD. I can't remember if it was the Nate Marquardt DVD. That would have been UFC 74, I think, or UFC 82 with Dan Henderson. I cannot remember it, but it's one of those ones. And then the first time I watched him live on pay-per-view was UFC 90 when he fought Patrick Cote. And then after that, I watched him maybe UFC 98 against Travis Laters, I think, and then UFC 101 with Forrest Griffin, and then the list goes on. So I've just been watching him for years, but I told you on your show, I'm gonna Anderson Silva. Let's scratch that. Leave that in last year. I'm gonna Israel Adesanya Anderson Silva, guaranteed.
How are you gonna do it? Can we get a finish? Can we get a? You're good at finishes. You're good at picking them. Round, method. Can we get one for Anderson?
I'll leave it open, freestyle, because he's a guy you have to, like I said, never underestimate anyone. But they didn't tell you. Never overestimate them. He's just another bloke with gloves on. He bleeds. He cries. When I punch him, he'll feel it. When he punches me, he'll miss. So, I mean, this is different. This is just, he fights people that just stand there. He fights people that just they get stuck. They get caught in his jiu-jitsu, you know? But when you fuck with Itachi, it's a different story. I can trap him in my own jiu-jitsu, so he'll get stuck in the headlights. And he's fighting someone that he's never, and I mean that, someone that he's never ever fought before. So, yeah, it's a different story, man.